Hello, and welcome to the Mighty Maestros podcast.
Hello there! I'm your host, Ethan Silvius.
And I'm the other host, Billy Steens, or Kenny Steensma, whatever my name may be.
You'll never know. He's a mystery.
I have too many names.
Dude, we gotta just pick one of these days.
That's true. Well, Billy Steens is my online name. That is what I've chosen.
That's fair.
But my real name is Kenny
Yes.
at the same time, so it gets confusing.
But depends who
But
you
it's
ask.
great.
Because sometimes you're actually real name on the birth certificate says Kendrick.
Hey, they didn't need to know that.
I'm sure that's been brought up before.
I'm a secret man, okay?
It might be
Well, no,
Smendrick. I could have been lying.
No, you totally blew my name on, like, the first episode.
That's what I thought. That's why I figured it was fine to bring up.
Nah, everybody knows who I am. But I normally just go by different names each episode, which is great. Keeps the audience on their toes.
Oh, absolutely. Speaking of the audience, welcome back. Thanks for joining us for another episode of the Mighty Maestros podcast. Today is another special episode. As we've already kind of done this, but you don't really know about it because I accidentally deleted the episode. My wife is joining us today.
For the first time. Again.
Kind of. Yes, again. Introduce yourself.
Hi, I'm Becca, wife of Ethan.
Yes.
Wife of Ethan. That's a good title.
That sounded weird.
You could have also
And she was
been
forever
Mrs.
known
Becca
as the wife of
Silvius.
Ethan. You know, yeah, you do have a
Yeah.
last name that's very similar to his.
Yeah.
Could
Very
just-
similar.
Yeah. You didn't even have to say your first name. You could have just been like, I'm Mrs. Silvius.
Whoa. I guess I get it.
We're pretty newly married. We're still figuring that out.
Just on the record, I've had Becca on Snapchat as Becca Silvius pretty much ever since you guys started dating. So,
Prophecy.
called it.
I don't think I changed my name for myself on Snapchat.
So I guess we're not
Awkward.
Snapchat official yet. That's kind of weird.
Behind the times.
You guys need to get on that.
You can be the Mrs. Wise.
Mrs. Wise.
Good.
Mr. Wise and Miss Wise. Actually, I might do that. That sounds great.
Oh dear.
Yeah.
But no one else knows what we're talking about.
Yeah,
so
that's
let's move on.
yeah. High school
I
things.
think we have a pretty big thing we want to say, right?
Oh yeah, I've been so excited about it the whole week, and it's marvelous.
Mainly because he did like all the work.
Yeah, I actually did. He was asleep for all of it.
Yep.
Also, because it was 4 a.m, so you know he should rightfully be asleep at that time if he has to wake up at 5 a.m. So,
Well, actually, I have to be at work at 5, so I was probably waking up. I was waking up at the time you were doing all this. But
So-
anyways, what is
yes.
it?
Ah,
I'm sure
yes.
we've built the suspense up far too much by rambling on.
Maybe a little. So we are officially on Spotify and Castbox.
Castbox, that's what the other one was. Soon to be iTunes and Google Play.
Lord willing.
And Facebook? Question mark?
Yeah,
Already
so
there, right?
yeah, there's a Facebook page that you can go to and you can follow. Would be tremendous supporting. A good way to support us.
Support us. English.
English, it's hard sometimes. But yeah, if you want to follow us on Facebook, that's totally cool. There's a whole page dedicated to our podcast. Every time we upload an episode, there will be a new post that has the episode in it. So if you don't have a Spotify account or whatever, you can listen to us on Facebook if you would like. Also, we're still on YouTube, so that's cool. That's probably actually how you're going to be listening to this one anyway. And Instagram. We have an Instagram account. So follow our Instagram page
Follow everything.
Yeah, just follow us. Just
Spread
search
the
it
word.
search it on anything. We're possibly there.
That's really we're probably everywhere already, but nobody else knows about it. So
Yeah.
we need you guys to go tell all your peoples about this amazing podcast.
Absolutely. And
That's how this
yeah.
works.
Yeah,
We put
absolutely.
out
You have to
great
tell
content,
people.
but we can't tell the world because we gotta stick to our podcast apps.
Yeah. So please do your job to help us with our podcast.
That's right. Do your job. We don't pay you this much for nothing. Like, come on.
Absolutely.
Anyways.
Kenny couldn't have said it better there. You have a job in this too, and we thank you for all of your support.
That's a good way to start the episode. Yell at the audience. Make them feel real loved.
Yeah, we do love you. We love your support. It's been great. It's a new journey, and it's a new journey, and we're enjoying it, and we're
being a
thankful.
Small podcast thing, and just seeing the little numbers go up. Because I remember it started at 3, then it jumped to 8, and now I think we're at 11.
11 or 12, I think, on YouTube.
So it's
that's good.
It's not that much, but it's exciting to see the numbers.
Oh, absolutely. Oh yeah, we're bumped. I think it was last week or the week before. We were like, "Yo, we're at 12 subscribers now," and it was just like a surreal. Wow, we actually improved. People didn't unsubscribe.
Yes.
Or maybe they did. We actually gained more people.
Well, haters gonna hate.
Haters gonna hate.
Do what they want.
So, yeah.
But spread the love. Spread the word.
Yeah. So yes, please.
Let us begin.
Absolutely. First off today, we wanted to I don't know what that was, but
yeah,
that was
sorry,
loud.
My sister just walked in and slammed the door.
Man, college is rough, dude. Anyway.
Wait, college?
She's in college, is she not?
Oh, she is, yeah.
Yeah.
I was super confused what you're talking about. I'm like, what are we talking about?
I know. A reason for slamming the door is because college is definitely very rough.
It was rough indeed.
I mean, I get
it. Was. But yeah, we wanted to incorporate Becca in some very good way, other than the fact that she's super smart and she'll be able to help us out with our bigger topic later. But
wait, what big topic?
Yeah, we'll get to it.
It's a surprise.
It's a surprise. You can't tell the audience about it yet.
Oh boy.
But something that Becca is very good at and loves doing a lot is art. So Becca, tell us, what kind of got you into art?
Wow. Well, that goes back a far way. I mean, I guess it all started in elementary school. No.
On a dark
stormy
night. No, I'm gonna fast forward.
The screen gets kind of fuzzy and fades back into a memory.
Oh, that would be so cool if we could do that.
That would be pretty cool. But
dream sequence is a harp or whatever.
Something like that.
You guys will be my dream sequence.
Anyway,
so tell us, Becca, when did this all start?
I'm actually going to fast forward to high school because this could take a while. But really, what got me started is I had some free time in my schedule, and I knew that I liked doing art. So I signed up for 2 art classes, and they ended up being so fun. But not only fun, I felt like I learned how to learn how to do art. That sounds weird. But just knowing how to learn what I needed to learn to be able to do the art that I wanted to do.
Man, you sound as confusing as Kenny and I. Welcome to the podcast.
I learned
how wanted to learn to know how to do.
I learned the basics. That's what happened.
The fundamentals.
The fundamentals.
Is the word you're looking for.
Thank you. The fundamentals.
The thing that allows you to do other art without knowing how to do the other art.
Yeah, it still sounds confusing no matter how we say it. But I learned the basics. You know
this is a
how
smart
to use.
People podcast.
Welcome all you smart people. And people who are maybe smart. Yeah.
And everybody else who's rolling their eyes at us.
We're sorry. We'll get to more fantasy stuff later.
Oh dear.
Anyway,
that's what got me into it, really. Because then in college, I kind of started to paint with acrylic, and then eventually watercolor. And at one point I started using alcohol-based markers, just because I started watching videos of other people doing art, and it looked fun, and it was a way for me to relax. So that's what really got me interested in getting better at it.
Well, very cool.
Good to know.
Yeah. That's Do you have any advice that you would give to somebody who's looking to get into art but's not sure where to start?
Ooh, not sure where to start. I think I would start with what you want to draw. Draw it without any help. Don't look anything up. And then, even if you don't like it, the key is to look at it and say to yourself, okay, what could improve? Like, you have to be specific. Like, if you draw a person and you're like, oh my goodness, those hands, they're awful, which is where I'm at right now. Then the key is to say, okay, then that means I need to get better at drawing hands. And you can look up on YouTube how to draw hands. Or, you could look at a picture of a hand and trace it or outline it. But the key is to start with what you got and be specific about how you want to improve.
Not gonna lie, hands are kind of down the road. For me, it's the eyes. Like,
yeah.
Man, you're like, draw me a face. I'll be like, all right, I'll draw the face. I can get the outline of the face, kind of get the nose in there too, and then the eyes are like, no, please restart. Just erase it all and do it again.
Abomination.
Why is this staring into my soul with only one eye and the other one's like looking all the way over into like the left side of the field?
Yes.
Like, it's so weird looking all the time.
Like cross-eyed drawings was always my like stumbling block because my eyes would always be like shifted one direction and then the other one is completely upside down.
Or you try to make it like looking off into the distance, but then it turns out like one is looking slightly more up and you're just like, something's not right there. And then you try to fix it and then it's like, now it's looking left. And it's just, it never works out.
You could draw a chameleon so it's like that on purpose.
Yes! That is a very good solution.
Yes.
Forget the
easy.
people, just do just chameleons.
Yep, then you'll never have a problem.
Then you'll just have to worry about the whole rest of the body.
Yeah, then there's that.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the easy part, right?
But good luck with the legs. The legs are like, they're weird, dude. It's like, do they have really long legs that are all shrunken up inside their body? Or do they have like really short legs and like only little feet on their body?
Ooh,
How does that work?
That reminds me. Did you know that owls have like super long legs, actually?
I've seen this picture of an
did.
owl with
Yeah.
long legs.
I saw
Yes!
this picture.
Oh, they're so
They
weird
have-
looking.
Their legs are like their entire body. It's crazy.
Yeah, it's weird. Also, like, apparently penguins have knees.
Oh yeah.
What?
That's,
Yeah, if you look up an x-ray of like a penguin, they got little knees like all the way up in their chest. It's
That's
weird.
really weird.
But hey, I don't know what they use them for, but hey, they got them. So
I mean, they don't run very fast. They can't fly. All they do is swim.
maybe it helps with their swimming somehow.
Oh, that could be.
Like if we were to just like stick our like what if somebody like rubber banded us with our like knees to our chest and threw us into a pool? Do you think we'd swim faster?
I think we'd sink.
Swim faster?
Oh,
No.
yeah.
You only have your arms,
That
and we
sounds-
don't have flippers.
Yeah.
So
Oh,
we
that's true.
wouldn't at all.
That'd
That's
be like
very
a
true.
cannonball.
Maybe
Yeah,
if
like-
everything like got proportioned out correctly, it would work.
Jump into the pool
Maybe.
with a cannonball and just don't move your legs and try to swim. I don't think that's going to work out too well.
Well, but you need your arms to keep your chest like or your knees close to your chest. So then, how are you going to use your arms?
Well, what? You can't just keep your legs there?
No.
It's hard, dude. When you aren't flexible, or like your muscles are limited, it's hard, dude. It's hard.
I guess.
Anyway,
You guys should do a video challenge for this podcast. I want to see this in action.
Who can swim the fastest with their legs tucked to their chest?
we'll just get some like belts, put them around our knees, jump off the diving board, and just see who can actually even get to the top of the pool the fastest,
Sounds dangerous.
so we don't die. Well, yeah. What else did we have? Kenny, you had an art question for Becca, I thought, right?
I did have an art question.
Is that still relevant, sir?
It is still relevant.
Good. Ask it.
Because Becca, well, we haven't plugged it yet as well.
Oh, yeah.
She has an art page on Instagram and Facebook. Or
It's
is it the
super
same
cool. She's really good.
Two different ones, yeah.
good.
Instagram and Facebook. Facebook
Yeah.
is Becca Sylvia's Art. Instagram is also Becca Sylvia's Art.
Yeah. Yep. You got it. That's
Easy
Um,
to remember.
thing? Yeah. But I've noticed a lot of them are like painting stuff. Do you ever like use just pens and pencils? Because that's what I've been trying to use. But it doesn't work out as well. And the painting looks a lot better, but it's also harder.
It's
like,
true.
You ever just use pencils? And how does it like turn out? because I can't make it work for me.
I do use pencils and pens, especially last October for Inktober. It's this, if you don't know, it's this event that artists can do just for the fun of it, where each day there's like a prompt you follow and you have to draw something. And usually they use like actual ink with like a brush, but I don't have that, so I used a pen and markers, which, it counts, it's ink, right? And so that's when I did a lot of pen and pencil drawing, but I also do a lot of pencil sketches in my sketchbook. And to be honest, they don't all turn out great. That's why I use it in my sketchbook, because sometimes I don't like them, but that's how we practice.
When you present yourself to the world, you got to put your best foot forward, right? So
well, sometimes, but maybe I should just put some sketches out there, even if they're not perfect, just to be
that wouldn't be a
this
bad
is me
idea.
practicing. Yeah.
Yeah.
I could do that.
Huh. I think that'd be cool.
Yeah, because they don't all come out good. Ethan can attest. When
Yeah.
I'm trying to sketch, I'm like, this is so bad.
I'll look over. It's like, that looks really fun. It looks funny, but she can still make it look good, which is it's weird. It still looks good. It's just it doesn't look right. Still, I'm
It's whenever you have to ask the question, what are you drawing again?
Oh yeah, that's
that you kind of realize that something might not be right.
Yeah. Yeah. I think you use a lot of markers too, which is a cool medium to use. Alcohol-based markers are very unique, as I think they just blend well together.
Yeah,
right?
you can blend them together. They end up looking, if you make it smooth, it ends up looking kind of like you did it digitally, but not as close to digital as you can get with not being digital.
Yeah,
totally digital, 100%.
You have some on your page, or you have.
I do. If you go to my Facebook page, I have albums that have my acrylic work, my marker work, watercolor work. I think some pencil work, maybe not.
There will be.
There will be.
So while you're in the business of liking and following Facebook pages, hashtag the Mighty Maestros page, follow Becca Sylvia's art for some really cool art inspirations, and just help support that.
You can also check me out on Redbubble.
Ooh, yeah. If you wanna, if you ever
Redbubble?
Oh yeah.
Redbubble is one of the 3 platforms I use to sell my art, and it's my favorite so far. I can upload my art and then sell it on pillows, notebooks, prints, cards, you name it. They probably have it.
Oh yeah.
I also am on Threadless though, which gives me a bit more commission, but so far I don't exactly know how to work that one. So that's coming to be continued.
Yes.
Ethan, it sounds like she's gonna take over the podcast. She's very much more professional than we are, and she's got this whole business operation going.
Yeah,
I'm
she's
a little
also
scared.
just better at talking than we are.
No, are you kidding me? You guys listening to your podcast is a highlight of my week.
Well, I'm glad to hear that.
I got one true follower. Where's the rest of you at?
Again, bashing the followers is not a good way to get them, Kenny.
That's right. Makes them feel part of it. They're one of the family.
Oh yeah.
I guess
It's a very
who
tense
knows?
family, but it's a family. So hey.
Very Don't know if we're gonna hug you or slap you, but that's the fun of it.
You just have to find out.
Dun dun dun.
Ba-da-ba-da. Anyhow,
All right.
speaking of arts, though,
Are
Can
we
I-
classifying this as an art?
oh yeah, I would definitely say it's an art because it's an art. Lock picking, people. Is it an art? I think it is. Okay, because hear me out, right?
I'd say it's a skill.
Arts are it's an artful skill, I would say. It's a skill that's learned, but you also have to keep practicing at it to get better. Because if we're going off of good old video games and going Skyrim, you can either be a novice or beginner lockpicking person, or you can be an expert lockpicker, which might be the highest tier. But there's different levels. That's all I'm saying. But yeah,
That's a good point.
you can start off and it's I don't know, you have to learn how to do it first. Then you have to get good at it. And it's kind of the same way with art. I think you could classify art as a skill too.
Mhm.
But yeah, I think lockpicking counts as an art. Even though it's
Yeah,
more
I
kind of
guess,
damaging and kind of
Illegal.
Well, because like,
illegal
the
to
thing is,
do. Yeah.
obviously, there's the illegal side of it. Then there's the other side of it.
Like, you forgot your keys in your house and you just locked your door on the way out, and now you have to somehow get back into your house to get your keys to start the car and leave. Get a lockpick.
Or you get locked out of your bathroom in college and are trying to open it because there's no lock on the outside, so you use your credit card to try to get in.
Oh, is that a personal experience, Becca?
This is a personal experience.
Uh-huh.
Did not work.
This sounds very
Oh.
interesting.
Well,
I mean, it was traumatic at that time. I really had to go. Because we had these, we had 2 dorms and there was our suite mates and there was a bathroom in between. And there was a lock for the bathroom, but it's only on the inside. You can't unlock it or lock it from the other side. And so, somehow they forgot. When they went in, they locked our side and then just forgot to unlock it. So
How
when
do
I
you forget that you did that, though?
middle of the night bathroom trips. I don't know. But when I had to go, the door was locked.
Moral of the story.
don't lock your bathroom doors.
It was fine though. I ended up just going around and knocking on their door, and then they unlocked it. After I tried frantically picking it with a credit card, which I don't know what I thought was gonna happen.
I think that works on deadbolts, but
That's
that kind of
what it was.
bathroom is...
It wasn't a deadbolt.
Yeah.
I learned that the hard way.
Yeah.
Now I'm down a Tim Hortons card.
Oh,
Don't
ruined it. Moral of the story is don't lock or try to lockpick with a credit card if it's not a deadbolt, because it doesn't work.
That's the
And
moral.
you'll ruin
Yeah.
your cards.
Or, you could just get an actual lockpick. Solves all your problems.
That would also work
Yeah.
too.
Although, there's, so many different tools for millions of different applications.
Oh yeah.
It's true.
When I looked into... I was going to buy a set just to have one.
Mhm.
I was expecting, maybe 2 or 3 pieces. It came with, 25 different, jigs. And I was like, how in the world am I going to use all of this?
Oh.
But apparently that's how complex some locks are. You need 3 different tools just to get started.
Oh, that feels bad, dude.
Yeah, because you gotta have a shiv. Let's see if I remember my research that I did forever ago. Because some of the more
Yes, do
complicated
tell
ones,
us.
you have to have a shiv in the bottom to just as a spacer.
Okay.
And then you take what's called a rake, I think. It's basically an L-shaped piece of metal. And you
Oh,
go
yeah.
along the spacer and you go upwards. And then when you feel one click, you use another thing that I forget what it's called, and hold it in place as you go along. And it sounds really complicated. That's kind of why I
Yep.
stopped trying to learn. Because I was like, I don't really need to know all of this. This is too hard.
Yeah.
Wow, I didn't
Wow.
realize it was so complex.
That's why it's an art.
Oh, yeah.
See?
Yeah.
I think it can genuinely be stated as an art.
Yep. See, I was expecting just a simple little thing where you open a door. But
Yeah.
apparently even some doors are I mean, obviously they're built to keep people out.
Yeah.
But-
Yeah.
Would have never known you needed so many tools.
They make it so easy in the movies. It's
I
like,
know, right?
just stick this in here, maybe you take a little pin needle, done.
It's boom, 3 seconds, I'm in.
Like even in Skyrim, you only use 2 little pieces of metal. It's just getting it to the right location is the hard part. But it only takes 2 little needles, and
Well, you
you're
gotta
good.
take into fact, though, that all those locks are medieval time locks.
That is
That's
true.
true.
That's very true.
They're easier to pick back.
Talking Fort Knox maximum security.
Yeah, those will be fingerprint codes, that kind of
Retinal
lock.
scanners.
Yeah. Good luck with
I mean,
your
I can take
24-piece lock picking.
I could just, stab it a bunch and break the screen, and maybe that'll work.
It might.
Maybe.
It also might set off alarms and get you killed.
Yeah, but if I've made it to the safe without
That's
getting
true.
detected, I think I can take some risk. If I'm already that far in, I'm like, alright, I got this.
They all recognize you as an employee or whatever. You're supposed to be there. They come down
Yeah,
like, what is this? Some dude ran down here to stab this thing.
I know,
Don't know
right?
what it was. They're like, okay, cool, we'll go look for him.
You're like,
you
I'm
alone.
here to fix it.
Or you could do what Nick Fury did in the movie with what's her name? Captain Marvel?
Yeah.
Yeah, Captain Marvel. He took that tape and took the thumbprint off and then used that to get in with the thumbprint scanner.
But Beck is actually really
Or
smart.
even better,
Even
just be
straight
like,
smart.
hey guards, I'm gonna need to fix the inside of this lock. So could you open this door for me real quick?
If you and a
And
buddy,
then go
you have a
chase after
ladder.
that guy.
If you have a ladder, you can get into anywhere, right?
Just walk with
Oh,
confidence.
yeah.
I don't know if a ladder would help you get into Fort Knox, though.
Maybe not. I'm not really
I don't
sure.
think they have a need for mini ladders.
I don't know. I don't know what Fort Knox looks like on the
Same.
inside, so
I mean, I would assume it looks like a fort
I'd assume, but
made of Knox.
Potentially.
Whatever
the
Knox
special
is.
material of Nox. The next
Nox.
upgraded metal. What are we using for this construction? We're using reinforced Nox. Oh, interesting. I know all about Nox.
Oh, yes.
Yes,
I am an
yes.
expert in the leading manufacturing plants of Knox.
Yes. Can you
Please
tell me
go on.
how much they grossed last year?
They grossed.
Yeah. You know, how
Well,
much income
let's-
they made?
Calculations.
How many projects did they do?
$25 billion.
Whoa, dude. We should just
Yeah,
use
it's-
Nox to like Nox architecture and Nox like employments to pay off the national debt. It's
Every
so
time
See
you
big.
how
guys...
How would the company make money then, though, if they give all their money away?
It's a holding. It's like it'll come eventually. Like
Well,
after
you kind of need to
the
spend some of the money to make more Knox to then make more money to pay off the debt. That's a hard gig.
that's fair.
Also, it doesn't exist, so it's probably impossible.
Well, what's funny is you guys keep saying Nox, and the thing that comes to my head is this thing you put in the gelatin to make Jello like sturdy. I'm pretty sure it's called Nox. I could be wrong. Correct me if I'm wrong. Comment on
So
this.
it is a structural thing.
We're
It
not
makes
entirely
Jell-O
wrong.
sturdy. It is a thing.
We added into our mixture of metal to.
Yeah. It's like, wow, this metal's so strong. What'd you add to it?
It is. It's a
You
brand
you
of
wouldn't believe me.
gelatin.
It's
Nox
Jell-O.
gelatin. Oh goodness.
Yeah, it's Nox gelatin. You put it in your Jello to make it have structure.
Wow.
You guys are going off on all this like gross products and all this stuff. Like it's
Yep.
legit a thing.
I'm just gonna build my house out of Jello.
So does that mean Fort Knox is a Jello fort?
Oh, dude, maybe it is.
You don't even have to
Nah.
lockpick. You can just like
Just
eat your way through it. Boom.
Yes.
That's the solution.
But let's be honest. It's hard to eat tons of Jello.
I don't know what you're
Like-
talking about, man.
Oh, okay. I see. Well,
I love
maybe
Jell-O.
maybe you're special.
Dude, Jello's the greatest. How can you not just eat all of it?
You just inhale one like that was always the best thing, you know? Like you have like a little cube of Jello and you're like put it up to your lips and
Just yep, and you go. What? Was that supposed to happen?
well, does it not?
I mean, I think it's pretty hard to choke on Jello. It's pretty
Well,
soft.
it's also hard to choke in general if you take the right amount of bites. Bite size?
I mean, I guess, sure. I don't know.
I don't know.
Well,
It's whatever.
I thought you were. I didn't expect you to cough. I thought that was real. Like you actually coughed on something.
May or may not have accidentally inhaled my spit, but who knows? You won't. Audience doesn't. So hey.
I think I know.
Okay, Becca's the only one that will know because she's sitting next to me, and she
Okay,
won't
fill us
say
in on the
anything.
details.
I thought I was gonna have to do the Heimlich.
No.
So it was real. You gotta hear first, folks. Ethan almost died recording this podcast. Goes viral.
Goodness. But I think I got the right noise for slurping Jello, did I not?
That was spot on.
Thank you. See?
I mean, if there was a imitation Jello slurping contest, you'd be up there for sure. Number
And
one.
probably dead as well, so... Yeah, probably
I
can't
thought
try
this
that
was-
too many times.
I thought this was fake. You're not actually swallowing anything. It should be good.
Yeah. But I almost just died imitating an imitation.
Oh yeah, you probably should stop that then.
Yeah. Anyway,
You know what else we should do? Is move on to our next topic.
that's a good idea.
Of something
Audience,
else
what do you
that
think?
Doesn't exist.
I think
but
they said yes.
totally should.
Yes. If this could exist, it's all hypothetical because it doesn't. But,
Who knows?
You know.
Area 51 might have it.
hey, September 20th, right? That's only 3 days away. Are a
Oh,
bunch
is
of
it
people going to
actually-
die?
Wait, is there actually a day
knows?
now?
There's
They
been
have
a
a
day
day.
since, like, day one.
Yeah.
Oh, I had no idea.
Yeah, I think it's September 20th is the date
Well,
of the raid.
I'll be joining specifically for that Knox Jello. I need to get some for my house.
Oh,
What?
dude, just go to Walmart.
Yeah, you don't, you don't gotta
You
go
don't gotta
all the way
get
to
killed.
Area 51.
No, they got the special stuff.
Oh, they got
Obviously,
that
if it's an Area
good Knox.
51, it's got to be special.
That's fair. That's fair.
Yeah.
Anyway, if Area 51 has this, that's cool and all. But a time traveling device would be super cool to have. Let's be honest. With restrictions and laws in place, of course, because you don't want to screw up time.
We have, if in order for time travel to exist, we have to regulate it.
I would think so. Just so
That
we don't
sounds horrible.
kill off half the population on accident, you know?
Think about all the time traveling movies.
Yeah. Something bad always happens because they change something vital.
Well, see, that's why you don't do that, though.
Exactly, that's a law.
The only time it worked was in the Avengers.
Because they didn't do it the other way that everybody else always does it.
Apparently, everybody else got it wrong. They were the only
Exactly.
ones that knew how to really do time travel.
Apparently.
It was a really good movie, actually. I sound like I'm making fun, but I really did like it.
It was a good movie.
It was a great movie.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Oh, yeah.
But so time traveling on the topic, an age-old question is, where would you go? Like, what time period, what location? Because we'll say that we have not only a time traveling device, but like a teleportation device. Because if you're going back in time, you're basically teleporting anyway. So
I
where
think
would
you're time traveling, to be honest.
yeah, but like to a specific location would be really cool too. So we're saying that our time traveling device is a teleportation device and a time traveling device. So the question is, where would we go? And I guess why? Because it's lame not to explain it.
All right, Becca, you're first.
Yep,
Oh,
Becca's up
boy.
first.
I don't have a lot of time to think about this.
No, you don't.
Surprise!
Go now.
Okay, I'm just gonna go with the first thing that pops in my head. I'd go back to when William Tyndale was around. So if you don't know, William Tyndale translated parts of the Bible, I think specifically the New Testament, into English at a time when it was illegal to have the Bible written in anything other than Latin and Greek, I think. So it was a big deal. He ended up getting burned at the stake.
Oh.
You don't want to go back to
not
that,
to
right?
that day
Okay.
specifically, but like I would want to go
Yes,
back in
I
time.
want to go back to the day he dies. I want to
No.
watch him burn. Becca,
Gosh,
what is
wrong?
no. Oh my gosh, no. I would just want to go back and talk to him and just hear his passion, because you got to be passionate to do that.
That's very true.
Very true.
Kenny, you're next.
I'm next. Okay.
Mostly just because I don't have anything yet.
Yeah.
So,
but there's so many options. Like,
Yeah,
I'd want to
there-
go back
yeah,
to,
that's
like,
true.
Japan,
I was
in
thinking that too.
the age of the samurai. And the
I was
ninja.
thinking that too. Okay,
That'd
good.
be
You're taking
awesome.
this one. I was gonna say this, but he's taking it, so I'm not gonna say it anymore.
Well, see, but there's other options that I want as well.
Okay, well,
There's so many cool places to go.
it's very true. It's very
Like,
true.
I mean, I guess that probably sounds like the best one in my head right now, so I'll take that. I'd go back. What is that? The Shojin time, or what was that? Isn't there? It was an era or something.
Shogun?
Shogun is the person who ruled
Yeah,
over
he's
Japan.
the
So-
dictator.
I don't know what the time period per se is called, but feudal Japan.
Feudal
is
Japan. Yeah, I was like, I know there's
the
a
word
title
that we
for it.
commonly associate with that time period.
Yeah, I'd go back there because ninjas.
Ninjas and samurai.
Enough said.
Man, Shu's gonna listen to this and he's gonna be like, "Yeah, you're totally wrong about that." I'm like, "Oh." But I guess we'll find out when he hears about this episode if he listens to it. We'll see. Shu, you should listen to this episode.
Shout out to
Yeah.
Shu.
Shout out to Shu, our Japanese housemate. Cool. Well, if you're going with Japan, man,
Yeah, where are you going?
that's a really good question. Man, like, there's a lot of really cool time periods and, like, places I'd like to see in person. Oh, man. And Japan was, like, definitely up there with, like, totally cool things that I'm like, that was fascinating. But, I don't know. Another one would probably be, like, Ireland in, like, the
Yes.
medieval times. With all the castles and everything. That would be pretty cool, I think. To go back and, like, good old... Well, William Wallace was Scottish. Still castles and everything. So maybe I'll go to Scotland. Maybe I'll go to Ireland.
Anywhere they have castles, sign me up.
If William Wallace is there and there's castles, we're good.
So what's so special about William Wallace, though?
Have
he
you seen
didn't.
Brave?
Yeah, have you seen Braveheart?
Yes, I have.
Okay, yeah. So you know who William Wallace is.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's the guy who, like, I think he unites.
Freedom!
Yeah, the whole freedom speech and everything dies. I don't want to go back to that. Like, Becca doesn't want to go back to William Tyndale, but
Man, you both want to watch people die. What's wrong with you? All right, let's see. I'm kicking him off the podcast. This is my show now.
oh no,
You guys are
just
both
traveled back in time to
weird and
like make it so we don't
Disturbed.
exist, so you can do this by yourself. Wow. We don't want to watch people die. It just happens that the
That's what it
people we
sounds
want to
like.
see end up dying.
coincidence. I think not.
To be fair, if we're going back in time far enough, odds are the people we're going to see do
Die.
die at some point.
Yeah.
True,
Yeah.
but you both named people who like die at very specific times, and you want to go back to those very specific times.
No, we did not say that. We just noted that they die very specifically. Didn't want to go back to that specific time.
Oh boy.
But maybe Becca did.
No, I do not.
I don't know.
I'm pretty sure Becca did.
Oh my goodness.
It's all right.
Yeah.
We forgive you though.
Oh, yeah.
What's his
Forgivable.
face? Who burned alive? If you watched him, he probably wouldn't though.
I think he would though.
That'd be pretty cruel.
I mean, I wouldn't
I
go
don't
to
know.
watch. Oh my goodness, I would cry.
That's fair.
All right, well that's not good. So let's go to the second
let's
part
skip.
of
Yeah,
time
the second
travel.
part of time traveling is if you could go back to high school, what advice would you give yourself? And usually it's a given rule that you don't talk to your past self because that'll screw up how things will happen or whatever. We're ignoring the rule. We're doing it. So,
Weren't you the one that said we had to regulate it?
yeah, but you know what? Maybe I didn't. Maybe I could go back in time and change that.
Maybe I went back in time and told myself not to say that. Wait, I talked to myself. Dang it!
All of a sudden, the podcast, like, as we're listening to it,
itself.
like, or if we just go back and we're re-listening to it, that never happened.
Ooh.
Ooh. Nobody knows. Maybe it's an editing error. Maybe he went back in time. Who knows? Anyway, we're starting with Becca again.
Oh, what? Okay.
You always would have. I feel like you'd have good advice to yourself. So, what advice would you give yourself?
What advice would I give myself?
What does Miss Wise come up with?
Pay more attention to English grammar. It'll help you out down the road.
That is very fair, actually.
Isn't that yeah? We all struggle with English at points, and it's like we should all know this, right?
Yeah. But, like, specifically, if you want to learn another language, it's really hard if you don't know your own language rules. Because, yeah, I don't know what it is about it. It just makes it really hard. If you don't know the structure of your own language.
Oh yeah, like English has subjunctives, but I can't tell you what they are. I just know that they're there, but that
It's a
Spanish
word.
uses them more.
Yeah, I just know that exists now because you said so.
Like, I'm taking Greek right now, and there was a whole chapter, before we got to the chapter on Greek nouns, there was a whole chapter about English nouns and how they work. And I was like, wow, I know it in the back of my mind, but I never would have been able to put it into words, like, correctly. So, like, you can have, you have, like, a noun can be the subject of the sentence, it can be the direct object of the sentence, it can be an indirect object, which is the object of a prepositional phrase, it could be a possessive noun. Like, there's this whole gambit of, like, things that a noun can be. and I would never have known them if I hadn't read the recap in my Greek book.
It's very true. Very educational.
Which is and it's really important to know for Greek. So it was good that they added it.
And that's why I would tell myself that. To pay
Fair.
more attention in the past, so I don't have to learn it again in the present.
Like, I could have skipped that whole chapter if I already knew my stuff, but I guess I don't.
So if you're listening and you're in high school, take heed.
Take heed. Alright, Kenny, you're up, my dude. What advice would you give yourself?
Mine's pretty simple, because I mainly struggled with one thing.
And what is that?
It's kind of lame, because it's not even, like, that great of, like, a thing to talk about. It's just, like, do the homework.
That's
all
fair.
it was. Like,
And
I
do
would
it
pay attention
right.
in class, and I would do good on all, like, the tests and stuff, but my homework portion of the grade was just not there. And that was, like, the only reason I didn't get, like, amazing grades.
That's fair. Yeah.
Do any of the homework.
It's
I
good
think-
advice.
Yeah, I don't think I realized until, like, college that, like, you could get by in life without doing homework. Like, you could, like, totally skip an entire assignment that's due and still be fine.
Mm-hmm.
As long as the assignment's not worth, like, a ton of your grade.
Yeah.
But,
Many
like,
of the
yeah.
specific ones
Yeah,
that are, like, worth a bunch.
exactly.
Those you gotta do.
Those you do, and you do them well, and then you could skip homework. But the kids who are listening, don't skip homework. That's the moral of the story. Just don't skip homework. Because older Kenny would go back and tell himself not to do that. That's why we're even talking about this.
Good
Oh,
save.
yeah.
Good save.
For sure.
Yeah. Well, good. That's actually really good advice. Like, doing
'Cause it's
homework
not-
is important and everything.
Yeah.
But
Like Ethan said, you couldn't get by without it, but just all the little assignments definitely added up for a
Oh, yeah.
negative impact on my grades.
yeah.
Just
Especially.
don't skip too many is the thing. Because I skipped a lot.
That's fair.
So yeah, with moderation.
Yeah, it's also important not to skip homework in a class that you struggle in. Like,
Oh,
that's
yeah.
where it's, like, really tempting to skip homework, where it's, like, you just don't want to do it, it's hard. But that's especially where you need to pay attention and do the homework, because that's, like, the practice for the test. And the tests are the things you can't skip or you can't get by without.
You can skip a test. They
A
just
quiz.
make you take it the next day.
Oh, that's fair. So
And
if
then
you
if you
skip the
skip that
test,
one, they make you take it on the next day. I've tried.
oof.
You can't really get out of those.
No, that's hard to do. Good advice, Kenny. I think my advice would be, man, if I was to go back to high school, man, I think I would probably tell myself to, like, get out of my comfort zone. Because, yeah, like, I had a group of great friends, and, like, we're still friends today, but, like, that was the only people I talked to. Like, and it wasn't bad, it wasn't negative, there was no, like, obvious negative side effects to, like, having a really good group of friends that I only ever talked to, except for the fact that, like, in the terms of going out and, like, being outgoing, I didn't learn that until college, and, like, how to do that. And that was only because I had a really outgoing, like, roommate. So I would probably tell myself to try to be out more going a little bit, but
I second that.
That's good, yeah.
That would have
yeah,
been great.
just to make more relationships, because as a Christian, like, our goal is to point people to Christ, and so if I'm not, like, because I wasn't outgoing, I didn't get that opportunity, and I missed out on that, which is sucky.
Sucky.
So yeah,
Word of the day.
sucky is the word of the day. We'll give you the quote of the day here soon, but word of the day is sucky. So yeah, I think that's that's what I would do.
What's the definition of that word?
I'd rather not look it
It's
up.
more of an adjective, and it describes something. So, as you can see in the way I used the word, that was sucky. So, what was sucky? that was. It describes
Oh
that.
my gosh. Bring it back to middle school.
But yeah.
Was fast? He was fast.
Therefore, fast is an adjective. Wow,
Oh,
just
it's a
like
noun.
sucky.
Alright, I feel like we should move on from this terminology.
Yes.
So what is the other
Good.
thing of the day? What was that quote you mentioned?
Oh yeah, let me pull that up for us because it was a good one, and actually, since Becca found it, I think
Yeah,
she should be the
Becca
one to
should
read it.
say it.
Ooh, I'm excited about this one. So the quote is, "The way to get started is to quit talking and begin doing." It is by Walt Disney.
Oh yeah, the big.
Ew.
Don't knock Disney. It's so creative.
I mean, I guess they have their moments, but
Yeah,
I don't think this is a very good quote. We're a podcast.
We're in the
we like
business of talking, so
That's kind of what we do. That's what we get started.
It's
That's
irony.
how we start each podcast.
Talking.
So, what if we quit talking about what we'll be talking about and begin doing our talking about what we were going to say we were going to be talking about?
Whoa.
I feel like we're getting into another loophole.
It just loops on itself over and over. The life of a podcaster in a nutshell.
See, it's
Pretty
irony,
much.
though. That's why it's a good quote. Because you're doing the opposite.
Yeah, I guess.
I thought it was funny.
Well, thank you, Becca, for choosing a great quote of the day for us.
It was amazing.
It was a fantastic one.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Walt Disney.
Yes.
Oh wait, yeah, that wasn't even her quote. Why are we giving her so much credit?
Because she chose it.
I mean, I guess.
I guess we can give her credit for just that part.
Like, yeah, I don't know why that deserves any credit, but sure.
She didn't even come up with a saying.
She doesn't even go here.
Anyhow,
As one would do.
we're coming to the close of our podcast, and we just want to say again, thank you for just having a good time with us and
Yeah, just
taking some
joining
time
in.
out of your day, whether it be
Having
on
fun.
your just while you're at the office or at home doing some cleaning or whatever, just having us go into the background, whatever. Giving us your full attention also is really cool.
It's like, yeah, we're in the background, we're in the front, we're everywhere.
As long as we're everywhere in your life, we don't care. No.
Well, I think it's more as long as we're somewhere in your life.
That's probably a better way to put it.
Man.
So we thank you for having us as a part of your life. Somewhere, no matter where it's at.
I like that.
Yeah. As a friendly, and probably this is the responsible thing of me to do because this is how we want to make a living.
So is it no longer friendly?
No, it's still friendly. It's just friendly and responsible.
Yes.
Is,
Friendly reminder.
Yes. Don't forget to tell your friends about us. We're really wanting to see this thing kick off, and I think again, as we stated early on in the episode, having you guys telling people what we're doing and telling them about us is a great way to do it. So yeah, if you would tell your friends, and you can tell them not to look us up on YouTube if you want, because we are on Spotify and Castbox at the moment. Looking to get onto iTunes and Google and everywhere. So
Everywhere else.
everywhere else.
Yeah, don't be greedy with us, alright? I know we're amazing, but you need to share. Sharing is caring. Your friends will love it if you share us with them, alright? So make sure you go do that.
Yes, what he said. So yeah. But yeah, we're happy we're on Spotify because that's for you guys. I realize
Your
being on
listening
YouTube,
inconvenience.
yeah, it's a huge inconvenience to be on YouTube as the only source of being a podcast. So we are super excited just to be able to present you guys with Spotify and Castbox, because now you can do it on the go. You can listen to us on your daily commute to work, or if you're taking a road trip, you want to listen to some of our longer episodes, go for it.
Or
But
all
yeah.
of our episodes.
Or just binge it all. It's a good time.
You got 5 hours to spare? Go for it. watch all of them.
Listen to all of them, because you can't watch on Spotify.
But was that supposed to be a joke? I
don't know. Because, well, I mean, they were never watching in the first place because it was
That's
just
true.
a single
Watch us on YouTube.
screen.
Watch a picture.
Yep, just mesmerization. I don't know. They're mesmerized.
That's what we're doing.
Mesmerized.
We're trying to hypnotize people and get them to do things for us.
Exactly.
Building an army.
An army of loyal followers.
That's why we need more people. More people means bigger army, which means we can storm Area 51. There we go.
Yes, in 3 days.
Oh, wait.
Goodness.
3 days? You guys are better get on it.
Anyway, so thank you to you, the audience, and also a huge thank you to my beautiful wife, Becca, for joining us today and just providing some great insight. I'm sorry, dude. I'll do it another time.
I'm like, oh, wait, it's...
I try to keep my compliments modest, Kenny. Hey, our pizza's done.
All right, well, I guess that wraps up the podcast.
That means we definitely have to be done now. Anyway, thank you
without
again.
further ado, I guess.
Yeah.
We'll catch you on the flip side, guys.
Yeah, that's our new slogan for our outro, I guess. Hope you like it. 'Cause, yeah.
It's like, this is what we're doing. Hope you like it.
If you don't like it, please tell us, and we'll work to change it in the near future.
Yeah, if you guys have any advice or comments or whatever, feel free to let us hear it. Because if you guys have anything for us, we would love to customize the podcast to your liking. Because obviously we're here for you guys. So
obviously. We wouldn't be a podcast without an audience. If I can't even say your names right.
It'd be a very lonely podcast.
Audience. It'd be very lonely. So again, we thank you for being here. And with that said, adios. I'm Ethan.
Amigos. I'm Kenny.
And I'm Becca. Thanks for having me.
All right.
Bye.
Bye.